anything type video, to be honest with you. It's completely gone with the 3 brass ends on it. This was actually left out in water and everything for months and months and months, so I would not even try to put that in. So little bit of household cable on it. Rubber here. Household cable here. Do you know what I mean? So adds up. Household cable adds up big time. This was left out a long time in water, rubbish, everything. So I'm just going to take it off. I've taken apart a bit of stuff that I have come around the place. It's a Black & Decker type drill. So we're in here, we have cogs here, so you can go into shred, and this one here might come off, not grease in it, and if it doesn't come off, it's okay, we can throw it into dirty aluminium. So I'll just put it onto the vise, give it a hitch and see what happens. Just the chuck off, as you can see, and we have this here, and in here we have 2 bits of brass, which you can see is one of them is here, one is here, one is here going through. I'm not sure where it'll come out of it, but we'll try it. I'm not sure, but if you don't try it you won't know. We'll just see will it pop out, it mightn't pop out, we will see. If it doesn't come out of it, I can use the Sawzall to cut it out of it. There. So you have 2 fine bits of brass here going the whole way through, right to the side here. So cut this out with the Sawzall and get 2 bits of brass out of it. Not too bad. This here can go into your shred pile, as in clean shred. That won't come over that. Head has gone off it, everything like that. Pure rubbish. And here we have another bushing here. That there mightn't be even brass, that could be bronze in colour. It looks a bit more redder than normal. It's getting light now after taking whatever I took off it there now. Everything and anything, guys, are going to be taken apart now because there's a lot of stuff in the way here in this shed. I have these such many years. I have this stuff, and it's out in rain, and so as you can see, get off this plastic. Down we go here. We have flat heads, obviously, because it's old. So you have flat heads. You have more screws going in here. This one actually, I remembered when I did get off of it, the man that gave it to me, it was actually smell of smoke off it, so she did burn out on the way. And the flathead screwdrivers here, and this is your, in here goes your switch, in along here. The switch goes in through here, and then you have some brass connectors. Actually, they're the ones that with these bios coming through them, which has the end of these are copper wire on these ends of them. So, number 2 copper. And you have a bit of brass here. And more nice clean brass. Okay, so where else is this going to go now? I don't see many more screws in it. Would it break here if I hit it, or what would it do? I don't see any more screws in it, so how am I going to get out of it? Let's see, maybe tip it around here and see what goes on. Come on now, out you come. So here we have more nice aluminium. See how it burns? Completely where it is burnt out. Another bit of brass coming through here. Yeah, another Sawzall job here, guys. Just cut it off to get out the brass of it, okay? In here then we should have a copper armature, if we can get this part off it. Here it is here, nice copper armature. Well cut asunder, like lumps out here, lumps out there in it. Hocked asunder it is, ball bearings in it here. That there now will have to go as copper bearing motors, because this here is all shellac. Very, very hard to get into, but you can sell it as copper bearing motor. Okay, going another bit into this here. We have sockets again in this one. So let's see, can we get that out of it? Small tiny sockets. Let me see, have I got a box here? Sometimes I have a box here with small sockets in them. Sometimes I do have the right sizes here. Wow, first one I took up, looks like it. Mightn't be what it looks like it. So I'll get a tiny part now to go onto this. If I have it in this box. Might not be in this box, but let's see. So that there goes down over this into that there, and we need a part to go into that, which I don't even know how I got it. Usually have a top going to the top of that one. Hang on, I'll find something there, or I'll find something. I don't understand where the socket set is gone. I had a socket set and it's gone completely. The part goes onto these, it's gone. Just don't know where on earth it's gone. Just into the right. I'll have to get back to that. I still don't look at that socket set is there. Really doesn't look like it's there. So to get down into that there is going to be difficult because I haven't got a socket set to go down into that. Right. Put it there. There it is there. That's the one I was looking for last night. That fell out of the set. When I was taking apart a piece last night, I could not find that for the love of money. That socket set. And there it is looking at me now. So I'll get a small socket into that, see can we open it, see can we get it apart. And I mightn't even have them, you know, man. That's the worst thing about it, is you can go through a bucket of screws here, bolts and nuts and whatnot, and you might never have the one you want. But this is the way, yeah, have it. This is the way it goes, guys. Do you know, you have to have a certain amount of stuff opened and opened and opened to do stuff. Guys, thanks for coming in there. Much appreciated. Please hit the like there, please, if you wouldn't mind, just for YouTube to send it out to other people. Thank you very much. Now the idea of this one, I like this one because this goes into this one and it twists it open. Do you know what I mean? It's deadly for it. So out with them sockets, screws, nuts, bolts, big bolts here, out with them. And that's copper goodness, okay? So that here is completely a shell done. Got them little bits in there. Just clean up a small bit. This only has to be sorted out. Not leaving you this time because I leave you there and you'll be gone missing. I actually thought that was completely. That's it, was completely gone. Missing. Right, that's plastic. This is copper goodness, right? So get into this here, take off this copper here, copper here, wire, all this wire is cut off copper, and this here, then we just give it a slap with a hammer. Now, we should get a pinch of that with the big one. You see people cutting them with machetes and whatnot. But I'll just try to cut it off with this one. Some way or another. Which I want to show you. Sunday. Did I get? Why I don't like turning you over here is I always forget to turn back the camera, and I'd be here working away and stuff, and I realised that I didn't turn you back. So what I've done here is I'm straightening these up like so. Now turn this one around again. Let's do this side. Get this out of it. What I do is I get my little pin on this, push it back like so. Get this tin snips. Like that. Then I go in like so. Straighten up the copper. Now, sorry for shaking you on the bench pads. Should be able to go in this side, and we should be able to prise that over, but hopefully. Not saying I will be able, but we'll try. Now, you see that? I'm so strong. I broke a screwdriver. Huh? That wicked strength, isn't it? Goes to show, guys. The strength is there, isn't it? Arm strength is there. So, where is my bars now? It goes to show, guys, when you put your force into something, you can really open something up. Really can. I have some monkey bears. They're big, strong bears. Sometimes they might work, sometimes they don't work. But that is the way it goes, guys. Is, you know, it's just force. Pure force is what it takes. And it could fly and hurt your back, like, if you weren't careful enough with it. That's the way I look at stuff like that. Like, you can see the way things happens in life. It's just, you need to be so careful. You see the way that pliers or that snapped, like, you know, you can see how easy it is for stuff to break. I know why that broke myself, because I got that in a river when I was magnet fishing, and that was in a river for many years. So it goes to show the water, what it does to stuff, guys. That's why I would not even plug in these drills and stuff like that. I wouldn't even plug them in, because accidents waiting to happen all the time there, guys. So I don't even like using this here active part, because it's dangerous. Do you know what I mean? You have a bit of movement in it, but it's just so dangerous. The pinchers, not the pinchers, see what's wrong is the bends are not straight then, and that's what causing the hardship on me. So hardship. And I wouldn't mind it, they're massive chunks of copper, because it's old, heavy copper, guys. My bars, the prize bars and everything is just not here. It was here at the bottom of the shed, and I can't get down to the bottom of the shed. It's just so much stuff. Yeah, she's moving a small bit. Yeah, I'll have to get the bars out, guys, to get this out of it. This will pull straight out of it. Big, cheek, heavy copper and that. But I get the bars, we get that out of it. So as you can see, bits of aluminium, bits of this, that, and everything in it. Bits of brass. But it does go to show, guys, that the strength of a human body can break anything. It would hurt your back very easy if you weren't careful enough. Wait, what else is around here now? There's stuff I want to do here. This is a Dyson, I'd say. She's a Dyson. Let's take this apart and see how to get the parts out inside of this, that. I haven't got a Dyson, that's why I'm finding it hard to open it. Right, in here is a small little apparatus of yoke. Look at the size of the motor, that job. Huh? Size of it. Someday. Plastic. And here we have a small bit of silicone, small bit of rubber, this, that and the other thing. Just pull it off it over top of it. I reckon this is aluminium. This, if it's a motor, it looks like it's going to be aluminium to me. It's bits of wire, bits of rubber. Pull off everything, get it out of it. There's an IC chip. Should contain gold. This one here should, and here's a bit of brass. Tiny bit of brass. Another rubber seal. And in here, we're going to get into here. We're going to do this motor. I don't see any screws whatsoever on it. So we'll go in this for the back and see what goes on inside here. Some capacitors, some bits and pieces in there. Just not even a screw there. I thought that would be a screw to take it out. So we have a rubber cap, and we have another part here. It's like a Hoover to shop now. Well, it is a Hoover, but it's like a real Hoover, as the fellow says. Wow, look at that. Look at that for a bunch of copper, huh? So you have some capacitors here. Couple of IC chips at the back, a couple of bits of wire here. Thanks for coming in, Ralph. Much appreciated. So we have IC chips here. 1, 2, 3 IC chips. And this here is gold caps, somehow or another. Look, gold caps here. And we have an IC in the back. So not a bad board, guys. Not a bad board in that one, to be honest with you. Bit of copper here in the show here. You can either rewind them off completely or break them off, really, whatever you want to do. As I do a lot of winter scrapping, as I was saying to you, like so this is mainly for winter scrapping. Just cut off all this wire, rewind it down through here, and just stay going. That's all you do. Wind it off like that. You can. And you have the copper number 2 all day, guys. Look at that. So that's all you do is wind that all off, and you have all your copper number 2, alright? So I did that for Saturdays for scrapping. Micro scrapping of a Saturday. This here is all shred as far as I can see. It's probably a magnet actually. That part here is magnetic. It's actually a magnet itself. For it goes through the motor. So you have a couple of capacitors. I just throw them into the shred pile because my yard will not take them as aluminium. But what can you do? They don't take them, they don't take them. These here, guys, a couple of these to do. Is there brassy goodness in them? Just into the vise again. Squeeze the top on them. Just, as I say, I'm just busting up random stuff because of I am trying to clean this shed, and it's just impossible because I have so much stuff to move and break down. I'm trying to sort it out in a different way, the shed, because the winter is coming and I have to prepare for winter scrapping and stripping copper. I strip a lot of copper during the winter. It's for me, I'd rather do it in the winter and have it all done then. Come spring, please God, I'll have all the copper ready in tubs. Any boards, everything, like I've been micro scrapping to the last. This here's screw off here, right? These are off of Susie's off a Lorry, as the fella says. They should all come off here like this. You have your, this here is stainless steel, like so. And these two clips here are steel, so they have to come off, because stainless steel does not stick to a magnet and steel does. In your scrapyard, won't be long about telling you that. Now, stainless steel. Guys, please, would you mind just hitting the like when you come in, if you don't mind, just so YouTube will pass it on for me. Simple as that. They'll share it out then. Share out the channel and help everyone else. So in here she goes, and you have your brassy goodness in here. Off of that there, your wire off. Which one would this one go out now? Does it go backwards or forward? Disappeared. Here we are, look. Pull them out this way. You have singles in copper, and you have your brassy goodness. There's all plastic done, and you have your brass. See, nice brass. And it just takes a few minutes to take apart everything, guys. That's the way it is. It's just, as I say, like I have to just take them all apart. I've showed you how to do them. There's a different one, flathead here, off of that as well. Big brassy goodness inside it. And they come with, these come like this, as I can show you now how they come. They come like this. This is the big wires on them. Big wire. 15 foot tall, long. If you stretch it out, about 15 foot long of wire. This is one here, which is not cut, but I can show you. Look at that. See, straightforward enough. This pliers here, like so. Open up the jaws, close the jaws, and bang, done. Same again. Open up the jaws, close the jaws, bang, done. Pull off this bit of rubber because the yard will not take that on it. And there you are again. Big, heavy copper, guys. Alright, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's another one there somewhere. There's 5 more to be done. But look at, as I say, break them down. That's all I can do to get rid of stuff. This one here is a different type. Just do this one, and then we'll do something else. We don't want to be doing the same stuff all night. Sometimes these screws are stainless steel because they're outdoor. And for anyone who doesn't know what a Susie is a part that goes onto the Lorry for lights and ABS and all that on a Lorry. Electric wires that goes from the Lorry unit to the trailer. And sometimes they get pulled if you turn sharply or water damage, anything like that can damage them. Right, so as you can see, look at that. Look at that, a bunch of brassy goodness. Sure, I'm saying, like, it's just there. Plastic. That's why I just do them all, guys. I just leave no stone unturned, as I just take everything, guys. See that? Oh, that, oh, brassy goodness, guys. Okay, brass. Here, screws. These screws are good too. You could sell them screws, guys, on Etsy. You can sell them on Etsy, all them screws. This here just put in the vise, give it a squeezing device, and grab it with the pinchers or pliers or whatever you like to call it. Like so. After that, turn it over. And that's why, like, I get loads of these off of different truck drivers and stuff like that, garage and stuff like that. Tons of them I get. But do you know what I mean? It's just when they're there, I take them. I take everything. As you can see on my live last night, I done some weird stuff last night now. There you are again, look, stainless steel. This here is steel, as I'll show you. Steel. Which is a rubber plastic grommet on as well. Now, stainless steel, plastic housings. All them plastic go out behind me here into the box, which the box is full solid already. Now, let's see. Just Christmas lights. We don't want them too early for Christmas lights, guys. Way too early for Christmas lights. Okay, hang on. This is another type, all burnt out solid inside. Screws here, bit of brass. Off with a bit of rubber. Here. Household cable. This one mightn't be as easy to take apart, but we'll try it, and if it doesn't participate, I'll go at a different way. Because there might not be Phillips. There might not be Phillips, because they're not. They're flathead. Guys, thanks for coming in tonight. I'm glad you're all coming in to have a look at the live that I'm doing, and much appreciated of you all for coming in to watch my live. Because at the end of the day, guys, I like to learn people and show people what I do be doing. But yeah, so this is an old Bosch, completely no good to anyone. Parts maybe, but like seriously, like, where are you going to sell these parts? Do you know what I mean? You're not going to be able to sell them. You see people saying sell them here and sell them there. Because if I was to keep all the parts that I had of every single thing, I wouldn't be able to come into the shed. You know, you can't. eBay has gone so dear to sell stuff, with the price of delivery and this, that, and other things. It's gone too far ahead, and the marketplace is the same. It's just, you don't deliver on marketplace. You don't. What I'm trying to say is, you don't. On the likes of marketplace, guys, you could get a few phone calls say that people want it, and then you go deliver it, and then they're never there. Do you know what I'm saying? You'll have a lot of that. You'll have a lot of that. Do you know, hoax, or whatever you call the word for it, where they say they want it and then they don't want it, and you're left stranded. You could have to drive. At the end of the day, on the marketplace and this, that, and other thing, if you're selling it, you have to bring it to the person. So you have to allow for all that. You have to allow for stuff like that, guys, if you're selling anything. So here's again more dogs again, loads of dogs. That one there looks very shiny. I don't know. The top part of it is a bit of a copper on it. That can go into the shred pile as it is. And here we are again. more shred. And this one here is the comparison of what I was trying to show you. But I don't want to break my screwdriver this time. In here then, we take off this. She's a hammer one, she was. Same again, rusted over from me left out. I was telling you, like, these are all left out for years. And lumps gone over here, lumps gone over here, all the amateurs and bits on them. This here is aluminium, so where's me Cosur? Cosur is hammer in Irish, guys. If you don't know, Cosur. So sorry now, guys, for making a noise on you there now, but it's sometimes they just fly over it and sometimes they don't. See, that there is covered in a big rim of plastic. I'll still throw it in as it is as copper bearing motors, guys. There's nearly well over a half a kilo, nearly a kilo on that. So I mean, copper bearing motors straight away. Now we have another one. Now, there's another screw, so no, one more screw at the back of it, and it has to be Phillips. The header here. And you're into the switches, which are switches are brass and whatnot. So you have your bit of the household cable which was left on the bottom of the drill. So I do go to like car boot sales, stuff like that. These are all left behind. People just don't want them. They just leave them all behind the car boot sales. So you can pick up 20, 30 of them in some car boot sales just left behind. If it rained that day, is it better for you? If it rained that day, is better for you because there'd be more leftovers. So we have, there's a egg or something like that. Oh, it's hatched already. I've seen them already, but there's something in them. Don't know what it is. Could be a big spider or anything. If you look closely in the mirror, there's something in there. I mean, I don't know what that is. But I know in Ireland we haven't got dangerous things at the moment in Ireland. You know, like, but here you have nice big chunks of brass on all these. They go right down into, pull them up over it. Then here's your switch. Alright, you have your switch and all silver in this. Cut off this, cut off this, cut off this, get all the brass out of this. Brass here, and that there is only chalk in that. So in there that goes. So tear down everything, guys. Down to the, everything down to the, when I'm taking apart stuff, guys, nothing goes out, only plastic. Nothing. Plastic only goes out the shed. Okay. So that's how I take apart everything, guys. Completely down to the T. That's why, like, just some days I could have 5-6 boxes of plastic office stuff. It all depends on what you got on the day. So, but you know, you could have a lot of plastic, but you wouldn't mind that, because there's some yokes you'll have no plastic on. You'll just have 100% pure recycling. See that now? Look? The best of brass and copper. So that to be all completely micro scrap down further. Same again. Look at that. Brass again. But you should come out. I don't know will you come out or not. I don't want to break another screwdriver, but it has to come out or I can't set it. Simple as that. So, and just You have to be so careful when you're taking apart stuff too. Let's move it. It's not really on the back of it, but let's see, will this move anything here? Because it looks like the handle is put into systems here together. Get you in the vise and see. I always need a vise, guys. You need the third hand all the time when you're taking apart stuff. So you have to have the third hand. That is tight. Maybe if I take off this part of the handle, it might snap off from it. Plastic. Plastic, plastic, plastic. So in with this here, come up over it, should hopefully come up over it. Should, and second hand. I don't see any more screws or anything in it, but it's as you can see, right at the edge to come over it. And by hitting that with a hammer now, you're wasting your time, because it's, I reckon it's held up there on top. See. No. Alright, let's see. I'll try and get that out of it now as well. That's number 2 things. I just have to messing up, man. I wouldn't mind it. That one is simple to get out. The copper, that is simple to get out once I get it out. But I don't want to break any more screwdrivers or cause any harm to myself. At the end of the day, guys, I'm going to put that over with a Sawzall. So I do all my Sawzall stuff together. I don't see this, the likes of this here, I do all full bucket of stuff. We say like 10-gallon drum, a bucket of pure stuff ready for the Sawzall, and I cut it all off the same day. I don't start Sawzall up now, put it down now, put it down, cut everything to one day, charge the battery up to the last, and I cut every single thing one day with Sawzall. Okay, that's the way I do it. At the end of the day, that's how you break apart stuff. This is normal, just household plug, which will have, it's gone rusted anyway, but will have 3 big nice lumps of brass. So what you do is just catch them with this channel locks, give them a twist and pull them out. That's all. Brass, and here we have our brass. I have a fuse, which I have tons of fuses. I just cut them here and here, take off the brass, throw the rest away. We have more brass and copper. And here we have more brassy goodness here, pure clean brass. And this one here is the same. So I'll just get that to tip out with the hammer. So you have to need to have everything when you're scrapping out. You know, like hammers, you need stuff like that. Like I didn't mind that screwdriver breaking because I got that screwdriver for nothing. You have to understand me. But I didn't pay for that screwdriver. That one just fell on the ground. There's there. That's plastic. But yeah, that screwdriver I didn't care about breaking because I didn't pay for it. But, you know, if you pay for it, it's different. It's different when you pay for something because then you lose it. Then you're down money straight away. More brass. And here's one. Here's brass. See that? Big nuggets of brass. Guys, them brass, you will not believe how much they add up. Look at this. That's brass. It's 4.5 kilo weight in that in brass, pure yellow brass. All of them are plugs. Would you believe how many plugs do you think is in that? Because I don't know. Every 3 of them is a plug. So it goes to show. So if I was to sell that to a scrapyard today, it'd be worth €20. You sell it melted down on Etsy, it's worth at least €20-30 a kilo. €20-30 a kilo. And that there is 4.5 kilos, so it's easy to make it up. Worth about 100, 120, €130. You know what I'm saying? Like, just as it is there. Melt it down. So, as you can see the way I do get through stuff big time here in the shed. I get through a lot of stuff. As you can see, I have to go further and further into this and microscrap all this down now as well. So that there is all going to, that's our shred. That's going to motors. I'll fix that one. This one here is motors. See, weigh that up. I'll fix that one, and these are our motors, so they can go on the ground. I have a big massive motor pot for everything like that. That screwdriver is being thrown now straight away. Well, I could do it. I know, it's chipped. I won't hit with that. I'll get rid of that. Throw that into the shred pile. Then look at all this. Then has to be all this thing has to be all torn down then. That wasn't there. But all this then brass, micro scrapping every single thing, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look. Plastic. You pull it as I do it, I pull it to one side and I cut off everything. Look. There's your brass, you know what I mean? Like brass and copper. Copper, I always cut copper off the brass. I don't never leave copper on brass. I always cut it off because copper is worth more money than brass. Okay. That goes in there. Copper wire. Bit of wire here, a bit of wire here. Cut off this. That's okay. Household cable wire. Singles about €3 a kilo, guys, at the moment. Flathead there to get out them silver screws. That's all for micro scrapping. Down further again. This one here is the same. Pull that off. 2 more switches for micro scrapping down further. They go in here. I do them with my silver when I'm doing all my silver on Saturdays. That's stay there. Bits of wire here, bits of wire there. This is the way I go, guys. Breaking every single thing down. Brass here. Brass in the other end. You're saying, like, you know, you're not making minimum wage. Guys, I don't want to make a minimum wage. Do you know, my minimum wage is I make my wages in work. You know what I mean? It's not about minimum wage. I don't make a minimum wage in work. I work good and I get paid for what I do. The way I look at it, guys, is in life you have to do 110% when you're out there working in the working sector. 110, not 100, 110. Be seen that you're a hard worker, and it does reward you. People doesn't realize that it rewards you, but it does reward you. This all here, what I'm doing here now is all scrapping. This is micro scrapping now in between it, but what I'm doing is there's copper there now. Look at that. But the way I look at this is, guys, is this cost me nothing. This is free, right? This cost me nothing to come here tonight. I have a light over my head, and that's all I have going. And that's all I have going here in that shed. One light. At the end of the day, guys, it's just to do this video. It's cost me nothing. that's why I say when I do my Sawzall, I do my Sawzall all in the one day. That's why I save money by doing that. I do, you know, that's the way it is. Do you know, you have to think of what you're doing, guys, outside the box. It's not about, you know, I pick up the Sawzall there now and do one thing. It's not the way to do it. It's too slow. Too slow. Way too slow. I've done the maths and everything, guys. I have a book with every single thing in it that I break down. Not now. Years ago, when I used to use the weighing scales for every single thing for weights, and I'm going back to that again. I'd have my weights of everything. I put it up the scales as it is before scrapping and see how much I make on it. That's it. Like, I remember I could make €7.50 to €8 on a microwave, which motors has to be copper motors, right? You can make up to €7.50 in a microwave, and that is the truth. Nowadays, you won't make €7.50 in a microwave. You would make, I reckon, you'd be lucky if you make, when they're aluminium now, you'd be lucky if you make €2 on a microwave. There's more copper. See, as you can see, I'm bringing you around the shed there, look at that, for a stack of copper the whole way down along. And that's only this week of bits and pieces of, you know, completely micro scrapping. Like, you know, these are the, what you call it, can't even think of the name of them. Would you believe that? Brassy goodness anyway, that's how you know. So you can see the way everything goes down here, guys, the way I do everything. But yeah, every single thing I go down, break down. You see the way it's adding up. This kind of a thing, as I said before, many times on my channel, and this is what's like for an 18-year-old should be starting off in life, guys. It's an extra few pound for them, I'm not saying a 17-year-old can't do it either, but I'm just saying 18-year-old, right? I know myself what it's like to be, well, I'm not 18, but I wish I was, but I know what it's like for an 18-year-old to survive nowadays, because they have to be try to have everything and have their cars and have this and have that and have the other and pay for fuel and pay for diesel and pay for, do you know, man, the poor 18-year-old, like, that's why I feel sorry for 18-year-olds nowadays, because this is an extra few pounds for them. Doing stuff like this is, do you know what I'm saying? It adds up for them, and the way I look at it is, it would be very good for them. And when you're micro scrapping or whatever you're doing, guys, is it's all about put your mind down to what you're doing and stops you from thinking of anything else. As simple as that. You know, if I was inside in the house tonight, I'd be in there now and I could sit down and drink tea and eat scones and whatnot. That's out here stops me from eating. I had my dinner tonight and that was it. And out here stops me from eating. So, you know, I'm like that. I just get bored and I have to eat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it is. There's a bit of brass wire. I've never seen brass wire. Imagine it was gold. I wouldn't think it's gold out of a drill anyway, I tell you that. Brass wire, $2,000. But you see how easy it is to do stuff, guys. Oh, that lovely brass. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, buckets of it you can get out of it. The amount of brass I get throughout the year is unreal. Like, unreal. You wouldn't believe it. I get tons and tons and tons of brass, guys. Even that one, look at that. Look at the big brass on that. Pull out that, cut that off. Look at that, pure clean sweep of brass. And I do get tons of them. All them starters and stuff like that. I break it all down. Every single thing. All my screws then goes into, my screws go into bean cans. Okay. Just put a lid on the bean can then. Break it all down. Put a lid on it, bait the top of it. And that's it. Done. As simple as that. Even my springs go in there. Now, as you can see, the way everything breaks down for me. Look at that. Brass, copper wire. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I have all the rest of the wires I have to break down, all the rest of the stuff I have to do. It's phenomenal the amount of stuff I get, guys. You wouldn't believe it. More here to this here has to be all gone through. Buckets of this, I do have buckets and buckets of this as well, guys. With all this now brass, right? So throw all the brass into the brass pot. That's the way it is, guys. Every single thing here is all broke down. I'm also looking for silver on them, as you can see. With the household cables. Silver now. There's my silver, guys, as well. Look, silver. See, you can get silver, you can get wherever you want in scrapping, guys. It's all there for you. If you want silver, go for silver. You don't want silver, don't go for silver. But I goes for everything. And I'm the what would you call me? Probably the greedy one. I take it all. It's the way it is, guys. It's there to be taken. Take it. So I'm saying, like, so. This chalk block, that's dirty brass. Okay. All of them are all singles to call. You see, dirty brass like adds up big time, guys. Big time. So I'm saying I have acres of that. Like, I mean, I could have 50, 60 kilo of dirty brass. I'm yet to get someone to buy dirty brass off me. But I will. Down the road I will. I'll get someone, don't worry. I will not give it away for nothing. I will make money of it. This different pots that I do have built up during the week. And I just throw everything all then together. And then I make a scrap it completely down to the last. I get every single thing out of it. That's the way it is with me. I leave nothing. See that? Nothing I leave. It's probably shred. Just shred. But yeah, this brass guy, silver here. So I mean, all your silver buttons, like contact switches, silver buttons, they're there to be taken off them, guys. And they're there, so take them. Do you know what I'm saying? Here's copper goodness. Sometimes you might have a silver button on the copper goodness, which you have here, and you take that as well. Bits and chunks of copper here with another silver button here. See? So this are the cut-offs off of them, all them copper. All of them are little cut-offs of the copper, and there's well over a kilo of copper in that. Well over it. And that, looking at that there now, it's worth about €7-8. You know what I'm saying? Like, the amount of stuff I have, guys, you wouldn't believe it. In copper and brass, it's phenomenal. Like, you wouldn't believe it. But when I get the shed sorted out properly, I'll show you. At the moment, it's impossible, alright? It's just, I got so much stuff throughout the whole year. I got an awful lot of Ross Mulhall, appliance repairs, Carlo, Kilkenny, an awful lot of stuff he gave me. It's very good to me. Be ringing in nearly every day, he would, with stuff. Like, it was phenomenal, like, the amount of stuff I got. And I appreciate it. I really do. More silver here. And silver here. And bits of copper. Silver at the back of this one. So, as you see the way tonight, guys, I went off with different stuff. And as I said, random electrical stuff. That's what I was saying I was doing. And that's what I do. Copper, brass. Copper. These are the pins. I have to take that off with a Stanley knife. My yard will not buy that as it is. All I do is catching device, like so, quick hinge device, squeezy, Stanley knife or a box knife, whatever you like to call it. I call them Stanley knife, even though it's not even Stanley. But box knives I call it as well. Here you are, look. And that's clean. That goes into my other ones. Same again here. Plastic here comes off. Up here is copper. I take the copper off because copper is worth more money than brass, and that's why I take it off it. As simple as that. That's the reason for it. Is it takes a second to pull off the copper, and copper is worth 6.80 kilo. Brass is worth €4.20 kilo. Okay, and that's the way that's why I do it. It's just, yeah, I know all the prices of everything and it helps. See? So, that is the way you do it, guys. Bits and pieces of silver. Take it up, take it off. It's there to be taken. Silver, silver, silver all day, guys. And there we have this here. There's more copper, brass. Sometimes those screws are magnetic, which it is. The Phillips screws are always magnetic, guys. The flat ones are not. So out with that, into your shred, and there's more brassy goodness. Okay, so all these bits and bits of copper. Surprised the amount of stuff that adds up. So guys, if you wouldn't mind just hitting the like, and just appreciate you coming in, just to let YouTube see what I do be at, the way they share me out to more people, and that's the way it is. Then there's the day, guys. You help me and I'll help you. So you have more. Here's brass, and the tip of this brass here is silver. My magnet is brass too, but it's actually a magnet. It's a motor. So it's brass motor. See, every one of these, it's all little tiny silver tips. You can see, yeah? You can. Even this little tiny piece of copper here, go around it, take it off it. This should slide off to me. Look at that. How satisfactory is that? Look. Pure, pure, and utterly satisfactory. Still another bit on it. If it doesn't come off, get your little Stanley knife. It's gone to the ground now anyway, so I'll get that when I'm sweeping up the shed. Don't worry about that. I'll get that. No bother at all. Here's more silver. the way it is, guys, is just microscrap, right? I think is the best way out of everything, guys, to make 100% of scrap is to microscrap. Do you know what I mean? 100%. All I throw out is plastic. So how could I not be making money if I'm only throwing out plastic? I am making money, but it's slow. Making money is slow, but I don't mind. It's not about money with me. It's about doing stuff. It's a hobby, right? I've done this for donkeys of years. I've done this with my father, Lord mercy him. He had done this, and I remember him selling 25 kg of household cable for £5. 25 kg of household cable today is worth 25 by 2, 50, about 45 euro. Now it's worth 45 euro. So it does go to show the price of copper has gone up. You know, has gone up, and you know, big time. If it went up that much in that length of time, so many years ago, I don't know how long it is. We give it, to give or take, we give it. Give or take what 25 years ago, and it's gone up that much. And that man was so happy to get his €5 or £5 for a bag of copper. And the poor man, like, if he knew now, do you know what I mean? If he knew now, I'd be here sometimes in the shed talking, guys, and I get a cold sweat around my back. I know he's here behind me. He could even stand beside me, to be honest with you. I get a terrible shiver down the back when I talk about him. Look at, I don't mind. It's good man. Good man. And this is where I started on my microscrapping, all my scrapping and everything like that. I said to myself, when he was alive, I said to myself, I'm going to carry on what he used to do. That's why I'm doing it. To be honest, yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Because I'm carrying on what he stopped, but I'm actually making a lot more money. And that's the way I come out here. And if I make buttons here, I don't care. I think about how much money he made for his tiny piece of his tiny bag of copper. Do you know what I mean? So that's why when I'm here, that's why I'm just here doing it, and that's it. And as I'm saying, I'm talking here on a live, which, guys, up to 2 years ago, I would not talk on YouTube to anyone. I'm one of them people that's so shy. I wouldn't talk, and now I won't shut up. Anyway, what can you do when you enjoy life, guys? That's all it's about. So, as you can see, this is mainly what I'm doing all the time, guys. Okay? So, everything is in front of me. Everything I'm doing is in front of me. There's a bit of shred, a bit of brass. Take that off it. And, yeah, if it doesn't work for you, this might work for you. The third hand. The third hand is your voice. Not the one I'm talking with. Now, see? And there's a bit of shred. So, that's the way microscraping works, guys, alright? It works like that. So, when you're doing it, get whatever you can out of it. I don't care if you fill up 25-gallon drums of it. Go back at it then another time. See how quick I went through that pile of stuff there now. Full pot of it thrown out there, and it's done already. You know what I'm saying? That's how easy it is to do it. So easy. Do everything. Silver, copper, more silver, copper, and that's it, guys. You know what I mean? That is it, the way I go through everything in life. Even them there. Even them there, guys. Watch this. When we get this a small bit bigger, you hear a click like that. Every time. It's rusted. You have your reel of copper. Cut it off like that. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Pure copper number 2. Look at that. It's there to be taken, guys, and you know, people are just throwing everything out. Every single thing out. Even them dirty brass with the rubber on them. In and under with your little tiny snips. Cut around it like so. Done. Clean brass. You're saying, like, the difference is I don't know the price of dirty brass, but I know myself what you're getting abroad. You're only getting about maybe €2 a kilo for dirty brass. Do you know, by me just doing that, I'm after changing it from €2 a kilo, we'd say, up to €4.20 a kilo by what I just done there now. And that is the way I do everything, guys, right? So that's it. That is the way everything is done with me, guys. There's another one of them ones. There's another one of them ones. Yeah, see, I do all, when I'm doing it myself, I do all the same stuff together. I mean, just say I had 100 of them, I do all them together. If I had 50, you know what I mean? It all depends on what way they are. That is it. Where every single thing is broken down with me. So everything is microscrapped to the T. Let's shred. Them are all shred. Just try the screws, just in case the screws are not, but they're all shred. Get your handy dandy magnets, stick it down there, shred. See, that's not shred, that's shred. We have IC chips, which contain gold, IC chips, which contain gold, another one here. And they all add up too, guys, all your IC chips. All contain gold. Everything and anything in pots there, guys, beside you. Everything and anything, you name it, I have it. Simple as that, it's just there. So, guys, that is my live for tonight. I'd like to y'all just go out of the channel and just go out of the channel and click the like button or subscribe button. And after that, I'd like to say good night and thanks so much for coming in to my live, and really appreciate every one of you for coming in, because without you I wouldn't be doing this. As simple as that. Well, tonight anyway. So I said I'd come out and do a live tonight because I'm getting fierce amount of people coming over to watch this live, and I really am. I appreciate every one of you coming over, every single one of you coming over to watch this live. So all these here has potential silver in them. Okay, let's dirty brass. These are silver, so they go up here into my microscrapper pot up here, which is for Saturday. I microscrap every single Saturday, guys, and that's how you keep ahead of everything you're doing, is to microscrap every one day of the week. Microscrap, all right. And that is it. So micro scrap. That there is steel on the outside, inside is a nice reel of copper. I'll do this one before we go, right? Now we do that before we go. So as you can see, look at that, all brass, silver. Always get the lid on the silver. It took me years to gather that. Keep it closed. It's there to be had. It's there to be had. I collect a lot of stuff like silver, copper, gold. I have gold pins there all the time. I collect gold pins all the time to create a band. Gold pins and pots of it. Pots of that. All gold. Okay. Anyway, before we talk any longer, I start getting the sore throat. This here's the last one we're going to do, guys. I'm going to show you what's inside it. And you kind of would not believe your eyes, I think myself. You get bigger ones of these as well, but you wouldn't believe your eyes what's actually in these. So first of all, I'm going to take off this brown thing. This brown thing is dirty brass. Right, so if your yard takes dirty brass, guys, that's good for you, because my yard does not take dirty brass. I prefer it did take dirty brass, but don't take it off me, because there's no supplier or no buyer for it, dirty brass. So what can I do? So on the end of this here, you have a tiny bits of brass. Little tiny bits of brass on there. And this here goes into this vise. Get me screwdriver and prise this up like so. Let me bring you over. No point in talking to myself. Here and here again. Same again. Prise that up. Like so. Now. So when you prise that up, this here should wind out. Like so, it should wind out. Let's shred. This one here should wind out. And if it doesn't wind out, leave it on it. But if it doesn't, but there it is out, right? So into the vise again with this. And squeeze it. Now, the right way to do these is to put them into a freezer and take them out and just hit them with a hammer, and that's it, done. Into the freezer. That's all it takes. This is not in the freezer, obviously. I'm just going to show you. See, just cut the top off it. I've done these umpteen times now, and I've got more comments off people about them. I don't know how you do them. You know, I don't know how you do them like that, so fast, like. Because it's easy to do them, you know. So I mean, and it's pure. Look at that. Copper number 2 all day, guys. Look what copper is in them. I cut off about a quarter more of that is off. Look what copper is in them. Look. And people just catching fridges, and not fridges, but washing machines. Guys, there's big ones of these in washing machines. Big ones in washing machines. You could get about 4 or 5 of them in a washing machine. Because washing machine are all pumps. You could get 4 or 5 of them. Maybe 5, I reckon, out of a washing machine. Because a washing machine is pumps. And every pump motors like these has them. Big pump motors. Look at that. Big brands of copper. Then I just get my little an awl, as the fellow says. This is an awl, which the shoemaker used to use years ago for going through his leather. Now, you put your awl back where you got it, and you'll always have it. Look at that. All that copper in that tiny bit of plastic. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to believe it. That much copper. So guys, I'm out here. Please hit that thumbs up out there when you go out. Subscribe to this channel. And I really appreciate you all for coming in. So, thanks so much. And at the end of the day, guys, micro scrap everything. Alright? Everything. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I know that times are tough out there. Money is scarce. People wants to sell. But look, if you just leave some stuff behind, if you don't want microscrap, guys. Leave 10%, 15% behind you each time, and then get around to microscrapping it. And I guarantee you, you'll be surprised what money is to be made on microscrapping stuff, guys. I mean it, like there's big money to be made. Like it doesn't, you don't make money tomorrow, you don't make money the next day. You make it when you hoard it and you keep it. You keep it all. Do you know, like everything and anything, guys, I get out of stuff. Look at that. There's even more silver in that, and I didn't know there was silver in them, and now tonight they are. So that's brass, silver, guys. I'm out here. That's my video for tonight. Share it out. There's actually a gold band crystal oscillator, which look at the shine of that, guys. You see it? Gold band crystal oscillator. Really look at that. You know what I mean? They're there to be got, guys. All that goes into my gold recovery pot. These are all, as I said before, here. You can get a couple of hundred of them, put them into a bag, good strong bag, hit them with a hammer, take out the brass. That's it. It's so easy. When you have tons of them, so easy to do it, guys. Even the ferrite that comes in your copper winders, that goes into your shred pile, and they are heavy. Guys, that is my video for tonight. Please like, comment, subscribe, and you know, man, look at that. There's more brass and more copper. I was in this one where I took off the copper. This is where you should have a bit of silver. As I said before on my video on my channel, silver don't rust. Do you know what I mean? Silver don't rust. So get off that bit of shred, get off that bit of silver, and leave nothing behind you. Nothing. If I get one more person to go microscrapping off of this channel tonight, I'd be happy. Do you know what I mean? If I could get another person to message me and said, I'm after starting microscrapping, because I'm after getting a few people this week. People telling me that to start microscrapping. And I'm delighted with that, because at the end of the day, guys, is if everyone started microscrapping, we'd have less waste around the world. And when this here, what I'm doing now, goes into the scrapyard, it's in the scrapyard, it goes into the melting pot, it goes into the melting pot as brass, it goes back out as brass. Do you understand me? You're getting the likes of this stuff, you're sending it, it could be sending across the other side of the world, and it could be there for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And this, what I'm doing, is gone straight into the melting pot. If I brought it into the scrapyard today, within 30 days it's probably melted down and used into something else. Zinc fossils are used into something else. Aluminium is probably gone into a car. It goes to show, guys, microscrap as much as you can. Simple as that, guys. Like ferrites, like in this, like these copper yolks. All you do is get your hammer, get it to slap, like so, pull it apart. Look, donuts. These are called donuts, and the green part can go into your scrap pile. Look at that, a donut. Big donuts, small donuts. Look at that. The real big donuts, I'll get 16 cents a piece for them. I've done the maths, I know what's in them. Look at that. Seconds that it takes up. That's my video for tonight, guys. I'm out here. I'd like to thank you all for coming in. Please, guys, share the video. Talk about my channel. Whether you like it or whether you don't like it, I don't mind. But if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be watching it. So that's the way I look at it, guys. Is see, all them donuts, like, they all add up, guys. There's some weight in them as they are. There's a good quarter of a kilo in them for. Do you know what I mean? Copper. Guys, I'm out here. I'd like to thank you all for the last time for coming in and watching, supporting this channel. Really do appreciate you all. Thanks so much. Look at that. That's gold to me. Brass is gold to me, as far as I can see. I mean, copper is scrapper's gold. This I love glass over copper somehow or another. I don't know why. It must be the colour. Guys, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for coming in. Tonight was a great night, and I got a good bit done, and I have 8 more to do. But look at Rome wasn't built in a day, right? We'll get there. I'm out of here. Thanks so much. Thanks again.